Okay, here uniform electric field of magnitude 100 volt per meter in a space is directed along y is equal to 3 plus x. That means the intensity of electric field having magnitude 100 volt per meter is along this straight line. Okay, then what is the potential difference between the 2.31 and 13? That is the question they asked. First of all, here what is the slope of this straight line? That means when you compare with this one, then slope is equal to 45 degree. No, that means this straight line makes an angle 45 degree with positive x-axis. That means the intensity of electric field is along this direction. Now, in order to find the potential difference between these two, already we know dV is equal to minus E bar dot dr bar. Dr bar means that is the displacement of the charged particle, unit positive charge. When as they asked the potential difference between A and B, we have to displace the unit positive charge between the 2 points A and B. So this displacement we have to find. It is not small distance, it is a large distance, large displacement. That's why you can write dV as delta V, which is equal to minus E bar dot delta R bar. You write this E in vector form. As E is along this direction, you take the x component of this one and y component of this one, and then when you have written in vector form, we got like this 50 root 2 I cap plus 50 root 2 j cap. Similarly, displacement vector from A to B, delta R bar means that is equal to delta R AB bar from A to B. Delta R AB is equal to RB bar minus RA bar, RB bar minus RA bar. As we are given the position coordinates of B, then position vector of this point is I cap plus 3j cap minus RA bar means 3 I cap plus j cap. Then if you simplify them, we got this one. Now we got the displacement vector in vector form, E bar in vector form. Then potential difference between these 2 points is equal to minus E bar dot dr bar, delta R bar. If we simplify them, we will get 0. Delta B means here, as the charged particle is moving from A to B, then that it gives the potential difference between this point and this point. That means VA minus VB, which is equal to, we got 0. Okay, that is the answer. Have you noted? All of you noted? Okay, next. It is also, this model is also a very, very important one. Okay, next. Already, when infinite number of same charges are kept at x is equal to 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 4 centimeter, like that, what is the electric potential at the origin? I think this node point was completed, no? Pranit? Is this node point was completed or not? When okay, right. Next, electrostatic electric interaction potential energy. Next side heading. Electrostatic interaction potential energy. U interaction. Okay, U means U interaction. Electrostatic interaction potential energy. Whenever there is a influence of one charge on the other charge, whatever the potential energy stored in the charges, that is called interaction potential energy. Because of repulsion force between the two charges or because of attraction force between the two charges, some energy stored by the two charges, that is called interaction potential energy. Okay, so for that, for example, first it is the space. Here no electric field is there, as no charge is there, no electric field is there. Is there any amount of work to be done to bring the Q1 charge from infinity to any point in this space? In the space, there is no electric field initially. No charges are there. That's why to bring any charge Q1 initially from infinity to this point, is there any work to be done? Respond in chat box. ఇక్కడ ఎటువంటి ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ లేదండి ఇనిషియల్ గా ఎటువంటి ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ లేదు ఇక్కడ. ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ లేనప్పుడు ఇన్ఫైనైట్ డిస్టెన్స్ నుంచి ఏదైనా ఒక ఛార్జ్ ని తీసుకురావాలంటే ఇక్కడికి దాని మీద ఎటువంటి రిపల్షన్ కానీ అట్రాక్షన్ కానీ ఏమీ ఉండదు కాబట్టి నో వర్క్ ఈస్ డన్. కాబట్టి వితౌట్ వర్క్ డన్ one charge Q1 is kept brought from infinity to this point. So here to keep the charge Q1 at this point, no work is done. But whenever the charge Q1 is kept here, immediately the electric field is formed around this charge. Electric field is formed around this charge. Okay, force is zero. That's why no work is done. Uday. Okay. Initially, as no electric field is there, no force is required to bring the charge from infinity to this point. That's why no work is done. Whenever no force is there, no work is done. Okay, right. Now, whenever the charge is kept at this point, electric field is formed around them. Electric field is formed around them. Now, if you want to bring another charge Q2 from infinity nearer to this point, is there any work to be done or no need to work? To be done or not to be done? Already one charge is here. Electric field is formed around them. Now, to bring another charge Q2 from infinity to a certain point in the electric field formed around this one, is there work to be done? Yeah, to be done. Right. Suppose here it is infinity. R is equal to infinity. From this, a charge Q2 is brought from infinity to this point Q2, which is at a distance small r. అంటే Q1 ఛార్జ్ నుంచి స్మాలర్ డిస్టెన్స్ లో ఉన్న పాయింట్ దగ్గరికి ఈ Q2 ఛార్జ్ ని ఇన్ఫైనైట్ డిస్టెన్స్ దగ్గర నుంచి తీసుకురావడానికి ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ఏజెంట్ ద్వారా కొంత వర్క్ చేయాలి. ఆ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ఏజెంట్ ద్వారా చేసే వర్క్ ఎంత? వర్క్ డన్ బై ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ఏజెంట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు టెల్ మీ. ఇక్కడ ఈ సపోజ్ ఈ పాయింట్ దగ్గర మనం ఇన్ఫైనైట్ డిస్టెన్స్ దగ్గర నుంచి Q2 ఛార్జ్ ని ఇక్కడ తీసుకురావడానికి చేసే వర్క్ అంటే ఆల్రెడీ ఈ పాయింట్ దగ్గర ఈ ఛార్జ్ ఉంది కాబట్టి ఎలక్ట్రిక్ పొటెన్షియల్ ఉంటుంది కదా, అది V1 అనుకోండి. ఎలక్ట్రిక్ పొటెన్షియల్ V1 here to bring a charge Q2 from infinity to a point where the electric potential is V1. What is the external work to be done? We have to bring a charge Q2 from infinity distance to a point where the potential is V1. What is the work? External work to be done. External work to be done. You are given potential. Electric potential at this point is V1. We are given electric potential at that point. Yeah, V1 into Q2. Very good. Ahmed. Yeah, Ahmed. V1 into Q2. Yes, simply we can write V1 into Q2. This work done to bring this Q2 charge from infinity to this point where the potential due to this charge is V1 is equal to V1 into Q2. It is the external work to be done. This external work done on this charge Q2 to bring it from infinity to this point is stored in the system of two charges as the interaction potential energy. Because whenever this charge is bringing from infinity to this point, because of repulsion due to this charge on this one, repulsion or attraction, because these are like charges, plus plus, that's why repulsion. If these are unlike, then attraction is there. So some interaction is there, no? So because of interaction, some work is to be done by external agent to bring this charge Q2 from infinity to this point where potential is V1. Now what is the external work done? Means V1 into Q2. This external work done to bring the charge Q2 from infinity to a point in the electric field formed by the another charge Q1 is stored in the system of two charges as the electrostatic interaction potential energy. So this is equal to interaction potential energy, U simply. V1 means at this point due to the charge electric potential 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 by distance R into Q2. Therefore, U is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 Q2 by R. This is the interaction potential energy. It is the interaction potential energy. Okay. Or by another method also we can do. By another method also we can do. While deriving the formula for electric potential. While deriving the formula for electric potential. First, to bring the Q naught charge from infinity to a point, we have calculated the external work done now. In such case, instead of Q naught, you imagine Q2. Okay, then you follow the same procedure. Then we got work done by external agent is equal to something by work done by external agent is work done by external agent. Already while deriving the formula of the electric potential at any point, we got first we calculated work done by external agent to bring the Q naught test charge from infinity to a point in the electric field is equal to what is the value we got 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q into Q naught by R we got. Is it correct or not? We got this formula, but here instead of Q we have written Q1, instead of Q naught I have written Q2. That's all. That is only the difference. Now work done. So therefore, work done, external work done to bring the Q naught unit test charge from infinity to this to the point in the electric field is equal to W external by Q naught. That is called electric potential at that point. But here we have to find the potential energy. This is only the potential energy. Work done by external agent to bring the Q naught test charge from infinity to a point is equal to this one. This is stored in the system of two charges as the potential energy. Instead of Q naught, we have taken Q1 and Q2. That's all. Okay. Suppose if you want to derive by this method, you can derive that by this method also. Note down. You note this one. In case of gravitation field also, we got same type formula. Interaction potential energy is equal to minus Z into M1 M2 by R we got. Because in that case, interaction potential energy is only due to gravitational force of attraction. If potential energy gained due to attraction force, always you will get negative. Here potential energy is gained because of repulsion. That's why it got positive. Suppose if in these two charges, if any one of the charges is negative, then definitely instead of Q1, suppose if it is negative, you put minus sign. Then negative represents potential interaction potential energy is gained due to attraction force, electrostatic force of attraction. So interaction potential energy due to attractive force is negative. Interaction potential energy due to repulsion is positive. Okay. Now note points. Suppose if the number of charges, suppose 3 charges, say, it is the equilateral triangle of side A. Suppose 3 charges Q1, Q2, Q3 are kept at the corners of the equilateral triangle of side A. Then what is the interaction potential energy among the interaction potential energy of the system of 3 charges? Interaction potential energy of system of 3 charges, they ask. Interaction potential energy of the system, they ask. In between these two, attraction is there, so interaction is there. In between these two, interaction is there. In between these two, interaction is there. Here interaction potential energy, here interaction potential energy, here interaction potential energy. Sum of all, that is the total interaction potential energy of the system of 3 charges. So interaction potential energy between these two is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, means we can write K into Q1, Q2 by A, plus in between these two, K into Q2, Q3 by A, plus K into Q3, Q1 by A. So here K means 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. A we can take common. Then remaining is Q1, Q2 plus Q2, Q3 plus Q3, Q1. This is the interaction potential energy of the system of 3 charges kept at the corners of the equilateral triangle of side A. Note down. Note 2. Okay. Next, state interaction potential energy statement. What Rishidhar? What you asked? Rishidhar. Okay. Interaction potential energy statement you write. The amount of work, the amount of external work done. Write down. The amount of external work done in bringing a charge in bringing a charge from infinity to a point nearer to the another charge to a point nearer to the another charge due to interaction is called in inverted commas electrical interaction potential energy or simply interaction potential energy. Interaction potential energy. Okay, right. Next note point. There are two equilateral triangles of sides A, B. At the corners of the inner equilateral triangle of side A, three charges Q1, Q2, Q3 are kept. Now, what is the minimum amount of external work to be done to move the charges from corners of smaller triangle to the corners of the larger triangle? అంటే ఈ చార్జెస్ ని స్మాలర్ ట్రయాంగిల్ యొక్క కార్నర్ దగ్గర నుంచి లార్జర్ ట్రయాంగిల్ యొక్క కార్నర్స్ కి మూవ్ చేయాలంటే మినిమం ఎక్స్టర్నల్ వర్క్ డన్ ఎంత? మినిమం డబ్ల్యూ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ మినిమం ఎంత వర్క్ చేయాలి? దట్ ఈస్ ద కేస్. Whenever these three charges lies at the corners of the small triangle, interaction potential energy, that is the initial interaction potential energy Ui, whenever these charges are brought to the corners of the outer equilateral triangle, the final interaction potential energy UO, then W external is equal to initial potential energy minus final potential energy. Sorry, final minus initial. In this case, what is the work done by electric field among the charges? Whenever the charges are kept like this, here due to this charge electric field is formed, due to this charge electric field is formed, due to this charge electric field is formed. That means interaction is there among these charges. Due to these interactions, whenever they are moving to the corners of the outer triangle, then what is the work done by electric field? Work done by electric field is equal to initial potential energy minus final potential energy. Just as in gravitation also, work done by gravitational field is what means initial potential energy minus final potential energy. Work done by external agent means final potential energy minus initial potential energy. Already we know UI or UF formula is this only, no? This type of formula only, no? Okay, we can use. No doubt. Oh, sorry. Shall I raise this one? Okay. Next siding, electric potential due to the bodies having continuous charge distribution. Electric potential due to the bodies having continuous charge distribution, like charged sphere, charged conducting sphere, non-conducting sphere, like that. In our syllabus, we are having charged conducting sphere and non-conducting sphere. So first one, uniformly charged conducting sphere or shell. Uniformly charged conducting sphere or shell. In this A, suppose it is the charged conducting solid sphere or shell, whatever it may be. Because in case
whether it is solid sphere or shell, the charge given to the conducting sphere reaches the surface of the sphere only and resides only on the outer surface of the sphere. Okay, so that's why suppose it gives some charge that resides only on the outer surface, like this. Conducting space supplies ఏ charge అయినా సరే outer space sphere outer surface దగ్గరికి వచ్చేసి లోపల ఉన్న charge ఇది under. The radius is kappa. As the charge given to the sphere is a q. The charge given to the sphere is a q. Okay, now at any point here, from the center, this point is at a distance smaller, which is smaller greater than capital. At this point, we have to find the electric potential. That is our aim. The point A, electric potential to be determined lies outside the sphere. So when smaller greater than capital means the point lies outside. At any point outside the charged conducting sphere, what is the electric potential? That is our aim. Okay, for that, to bring the unit test charge from infinity to a point in the already we are having formula. When you bring the unit test charge from infinity to a point, or unit test charge to move to a small distance dr, the potential difference between them is equal to dv is equal to, we can write minus e into dr, e bar dot dr bar, or e into dr. We can write now. Now you integrate on both sides. Integral dv is equal to minus right outside integral e into dr. What is the in limits? What are the limits? We have to bring the unit positive charge from infinity to this point. That's why at infinity, what is the potential? When you consider the distance at infinity initially, what is not clear? Now, okay, I am hearing my voice. Heavy sound. Okay, decrease the volume a little bit. Okay. Now, okay, are you hearing my voice?
I think now you can hear clearly. Okay. Right. So here, to bring the unit positive charge from infinity to a point, the work done is equal to potential difference between those. To bring the unit positive charge,
The work done is equal to potential difference between those 2 points, which is equal to minus A into dr. To bring the charge from infinity to a point at a distance smaller, what is the work to be done? So infinity means at infinity what is the electric potential? At infinity what is the electric potential? At infinity what is the electric potential? Again this sound.
now okay. Okay.
Now here we are integrating with respect to electric potential. To bring the unit charge from infinity to this point, whatever the work done, that is equal to potential at this point. To bring the unit positive charge from infinity, at infinity what is the potential? At infinity what is the potential? At infinity what is the potential? Okay, now are you hearing my voice? Now are you hearing my voice? Here, when you integrate limits v, when you substitute the limits, we got v minus 0. That is equal to e means 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r square. So q by 4 pi epsilon naught you write outside. Integral 1 by r square dr means r power of minus 2 dr. That is equal to minus q by 4 pi epsilon naught into integral r power of minus 2 means dr means minus 1 by r. Limits infinity to r. So v is equal to minus q by 4 pi epsilon naught into minus 1 by, instead of smaller you substitute this only. Before substituting lower limit you put minus or minus plus 1 by infinity. Therefore we have 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r naught. Right? This is the electric potential at any point outside the charge and conducting sphere or shell. Note down. So okay, next. Suppose if any point lies on the surface of the sphere. Surface of the sphere means just outside the sphere, means we can use this formula. So when small r is equal to capital R, that means on the surface. Instead of small r, you substitute just a capital R, that's all. V is equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught into Q by capital R. Okay, shall I raise? Next, C. Suppose it is the charged conducting sphere. When charge is given, it resides only on the surface. The charge resides on the surface is a Q. It is the center and it is radius of the sphere capital. At any point inside the sphere, at this point we have to find the potential. That is our aim. Okay. So here the distance of this point from the center is smaller. Smaller less than capital. Of course, this distance is smaller less than capital. That means inside. What is the intensity of the electric field at any point inside the sphere? What is the intensity of the electric field at any point inside the sphere? Inside the conducting sphere? 0. Okay, 0. Now, at any point inside the conducting sphere, we have to find the electric potential. We have to derive the formula for electric potential. Suppose initially, so note out here also, dV is equal to minus E into dr, where E is the intensity of the electric field at any point inside. Now, do integration. Actually, dV is the potential difference between two small points. Potential difference between two small points means that is the amount of external work done, work to be done to bring yield positive charge to a small distance dr. That is equal to potential difference between those two points. Now, to bring the charge from the surface of the sphere to this point, At the surface of the sphere, the potential is say Vs. At this point, potential is say V. So to bring the unit positive charge from this point to this point, what is the work done means integral dV is equal to this one. Integral, we have to bring the charge from surface to this point. At the surface, potential is Vs. At this point, inside the sphere, the potential is V. Okay, here also, small r is equal to capital R. Initially, as the charge is here, small r equal to capital R. Inside, from this container it is at a distance small. This is equal to integral small r is equal to capital R to small r. What is E? E is the intensity of the electric field at any point inside. That is 0 only. So 0 into dr. That is equal to 0. That is equal to 0. Okay. Therefore, integral dv means v limits Vs to V, which is equal to 0. Or you substitute the limits V minus Vs is equal to 0. Implies V is equal to Vs. That means at this point the potential is same as the potential on the surface of the sphere. Okay. Therefore, at any point inside the conducting sphere, the potential V is equal to potential on the surface. What is the formula for potential on the surface of the sphere? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by capital R. This is the formula for electric potential at any point inside the conducting sphere. Even at the center also. Even at the center means that is also inner point only. That's why even at the center also the potential is same. So at any point inside the conducting sphere, the potential is same as that on the surface. Okay? Note down. We have taken we have calculated the work to be done by action agent to bring the charge from this one to this one. We can bring from infinity to this point also. To bring infinity to this point, from infinity up to the surface, instead of E, we have write the formula 1 by 4 epsilon q by r square. Okay. From this point to this point, we have write the formula E is equal to 1 by 0 because it is inner point. 0 we have write. Here, 2 terms are there. 2 terms are there. It is simple method. That's why I have done by this method. Here also we can do by bringing the charge from infinity to this point. Here also. So there are 2 parts because when you bring the charge from infinity to this point, E is equal to 1 by 4% q by small r square we had to write. Okay, next from this point to bring the charge, it is inner point. The intensity of electric field is equal to 1 by 4 epsilon into q by capital R cube into small r we had to write. No, sorry, it is connecting sphere of 0. 0 we had to write. Okay, 2 terms. Limits infinity to capital R to small r. 2 terms are there, we have to add 2 terms. That is lengthy process, it is simple method. That's why I have done by this method. Okay. At center, small r equal to 0. That means at center. At center also same because center means that is also inner point only inside the sphere only. So that is same as 0 only. Tell me, is there an example for a body having even intensity of electric field becomes 0? Electric potential exists? Example. (967) admission number. Example, sir. Some SAT. Example. Conducting sphere only. At any point inside the conducting sphere, E is equal to 0, but at any point inside V is not equal to 0. That is equal to 1 by 4 epsilon by capital R. So in case of conducting sphere, at any point inside, even E is equal to 0, V not equal to 0. Okay. Have you noted? Shall I write this one? So for this, if you draw the graph, what is the type of the graph you will get? You take V along y-axis and the smaller along x-axis. From the center, the smaller to 0 is from the center of the sphere. Suppose it is the conducting sphere. From the center of the sphere, that means R is equal to 0, potential is same as on the surface. Up to the surface of the sphere, the potential is same. Outside the sphere, V is inversely proportional to R, so you will get a graph like this. This is the graph we will get. Note down. From center up to the surface of the sphere, the potential is maximum and which is constant. And outside the sphere, V is inversely proportional to R because V is equal to 1 by 4 epsilon into Q by small r. That's why V is inversely proportional to R. So you will get like this. Okay. Next, second one, uniformly charged non-conducting sphere. Uniformly charged non-conducting sphere. Uniformly charged non-conducting sphere. Note down. In this first case, when R is greater than Kepler, that means outside. Suppose it is the non-conducting sphere. It is the non-conducting sphere of radius Kepler. In case of non-conducting sphere, when you supply the charge to the non-conducting sphere, that distributes uniformly entire its volume. Whereas in case of conducting sphere, whatever the charge given to the sphere, that distributes uniformly only over the surface. But in case of non-conducting sphere, the charge given to the non-conducting sphere distributes uniformly entire its volume. That's why the charge Q given to the sphere distributes uniformly entire its volume. Like this. It is the center hole. At any point outside, at this point, what is the potential? At any point outside, what is the potential? Outside is according to shell theory, the entire charge can be imagined as a point charge here. Due to that, at this point, what is the potential we can find directly. Or as in previous case, in first case, how do we derive the formula? By that formula only, we can apply this as V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by small r. This is the formula. Okay, B. When the point where potential to be determined lies on the surface of the sphere. Surface of the sphere means that point is also just outside the sphere. So we can use directly this formula, but small r is equal to capital. You put small r equal to capital. So on the surface, the potential, electric potential is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into charge Q by small r is equal to capital. This is the electric potential on the surface of the non-conducting sphere. Even in case of conducting sphere also we got the same formulas. Now at any point inside, that is important. in this case. At any point inside is important. Note down these two. Okay. Next, at any point inside. C, when R less than capital R, that means inside. That is very, very important form. It is the given non-conducting sphere. When charge is given, that charge distributes uniformly entire its volume. Like this. Okay, it is the center and the radius is capital. Here at this point, we have find the potential, which is at a distance smaller from the center. Okay. Right. You see, first generally, to move the unit positive charge to a small distance, to move the unit positive charge to a small distance like this, the work action work done is equal to numerically equal to potential difference between those two points nearer to each other, which is equal to minus E into dr in general. Okay, to move the charge, unit positive charge from surface to this point, surface దగ్గర నుంచి ఇక్కడికి తీసుకురావడానికి, surface దగ్గర potential Vs అనుకోండి, ఈ పాయింట్ దగ్గర potential V. To move the unit positive charge from the surface of the sphere, non-conducting sphere to this point, what is the action work? What is the work to be action work to be done? So from the surface, surface means as we are integrating with respect to potential limits we have to write. When you move the unit positive charge from the surface to this point, at the surface potential is Vs, at this point potential is V. We have to find this V is equal to integral minus E dr from the surface to this point means from the surface means small r equal to capital R. To this point means that point is a distance smaller. That's all. So now integral limits V. When you substitute the limits, you will get V minus Vs, which is equal to here you see, when you move the unit positive charge from surface to this point, that point lies inside. At any point inside, what is the formula for intensity of electric field? Minus you write outside, small r to capital R to small r. E means at any point inside the non-conducting sphere, what is the formula for where is capital R minus small r? No, this distance we do not need this distance because the intensity of electric field is not uniform while moving the unit positive charge from this point to this point. That's why we have to do integration. Okay. This dr is not equal to capital R minus small r simply because E is not constant. When you move the charge from this point to this point, the E is not constant. If it is constant, we can write it like that, but it's not constant. Okay. Is it the conducting sphere? To have the intensity of electric field inside it 0? It is not conducting sphere. Prashant, at any point inside the non-conducting charge sphere, the intensity of electric field is not 0. It is having formula 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by capital R cube into small r into dr. Okay. In this, of course, minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R cube we can write outside. Q by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube you write outside into integral small r dr limits capital R to small r. V is equal to, you bring this Vs to left, right, then plus Vs minus Q by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube into r square by 2 limits capital R to small r. V is equal to, Vs means electric potential on the surface of the non-conducting charge sphere. Already we have written now 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by capital R minus this one Q by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube into small r square by 2 minus capital R square by 2. Here you take 2 common. This is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by r minus, you multiply them. When you multiply them, you will get Q by 8 pi epsilon naught r cube into r square minus minus plus Q by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube into r square by 2 4s are 8 pi epsilon naught. You see here r square, here capital R cube is there, that means you get r like this. Here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by r, here plus Q by 8 pi epsilon naught r. You take LCM. In these two terms you take LCM. Then what you will get? 3Q by 8 pi epsilon naught r minus Q r squared by 8 pi epsilon naught r cube. Note down up to this first. You note down up to this. Come on, hurry up. In this, you take Q by 8 pi epsilon naught r cube. Come, remaining you tell me. I think you will get like this. In these two terms, when you take Q by 8 pi epsilon naught r cube common, then we will get in brackets 3 capital square minus small r square, I think you will get. Okay, therefore V is equal to, is written 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by 2r cube into 3 capital R square minus small r square. I think you will get like this. You see, same type formula. Gravitational potential at any point inside the given body having set mass m. We got G into m by 2r cube into 3r square minus small r square. Same formula. Instead of 1 by 4 by epsilon naught, we had write capital G. Instead of Q, we had write m. That's all. అంటే మనకి ఆ ఫార్ములాస్ వచ్చినట్టు ఈ ఫార్ములాస్ ఐడియా లేకపోయినా దాని బేసిస్ ని సిమిలర్ టర్మ్స్ రాస్తే యు విల్ గెట్ దిస్ ఫార్ములా. మిగిలిన మీ క్లాస్మేట్స్ కూడా చెప్పండి, మా క్లాసెస్ మాత్రం ఇంకా సీరియస్ గా జరుగుతాయి, నెగ్లెక్ట్ చేయొద్దు. ఓకే, ఏదో టైం పాస్ గా చెప్పట్లేదు, ఇవన్నీ కూడా రెగ్యులర్ క్లాసెస్ జరుగుతున్నాయి కాబట్టి మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ కి చెప్పండి, అందరినీ రెగ్యులర్ క్లాసులకు అటెండ్ కమ్మని. ఎందుకంటే మనకి టైం లేదు, మనం ప్రతి డే ఇంపార్టెంట్, మనకి ప్రతి డే మనం యూజ్ చేసుకోవాలి. సండే ఎగ్జామ్ రేపు సండే ఉంటుందో లేదో చెప్తాం, క్లారిటీ ఇస్తాం. నెక్స్ట్ సండే నుంచి మాత్రం యాక్చువల్ గా జరుగుతూ ఉంటాయి. సాటర్డే సండే ఎగ్జామ్స్ మామూలుగా జరుగుతాయి. చెప్తారు కనుక్కుని రేపు సండే ఉందా లేదని చెప్తాను. ఇంకా మిగిలిన సండే సాటర్డే ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఎగ్జామ్స్ కామన్ గా జరుగుతాయండి. సో బీ సీరియస్ అట్ యువర్ వర్క్. మరి ఐటీ మళ్ళీ ఎప్పుడైతే డిసైడ్ చేస్తారో దాన్ని బేస్ చేసుకుని మీకు ఐటీ స్టడీ అవర్స్ అప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ అవుతాయి. ఐటీ అఫ్ కోర్స్ మీ సెక్షన్ లో ఎవరికి డౌట్ లేదు కాబట్టి మీరు ఐటీ ఇప్పుడే చదవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. ఆల్రెడీ 2 ప్రిలిమ్స్ రాశారు కాబట్టి జస్ట్ ఒక 15 days బిఫోర్ లేదా 20 days బిఫోర్ మనకి ఐటీ ఎగ్జామ్స్ డేట్ అనౌన్స్ చేస్తే ఎగ్జామ్స్ కి 20 days 15 days బిఫోర్ నుంచి మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి ఒక 3 days పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా మనం రివ్యూ చేసుకుంటే అయిపోతుంది. కాబట్టి నో నీడ్ టు వరీ అబౌట్ ఐటీ ఎగ్జామ్స్. యూ కాన్సంట్రేట్ ఆన్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్. ఓకే, యా మార్నింగ్ 7 ఐ థింక్. Okay, this is the formula for electric potential at any point inside the non-conducting charge sphere. At the center, what is the potential at center? At the center of the sphere, non-conducting charge sphere, what is the potential? At the center means that is inside only. That's why you put at any point inside formula is this one. At center means smaller equal 0. You put smaller equal 0 there. When you put smaller equal 0, then you will get the potential at the center. Okay. D. R is equal to 0 means at center. At center means that is inside point only. At any point inside the potential is this one. At the center means put smaller equal 0 in this form. Then 1 by 4 by epsilon naught into q by 2r cube into 3r square only, since small r is equal to 0 here. Okay, so v naught is equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught into r square cube cancel. So 3 cube by 2r. This is equal to 3 by 2 into 1 by 4 by epsilon naught into q by r. We can write now. 1 by 4 by epsilon naught q by r means that is the potential on the surface of the charged non-conducting sphere. That's why v naught is equal to 3 by 2 into potential on the surface of the sphere is this one, in case of non-conducting sphere. So this is the potential at the center of the charged non-conducting sphere. So when you draw the graph, what is the type of graph you get? Graphs also important. Sometimes how v varies with the distance from the center of the charged non-conducting sphere, they may ask. At center, the potential is maximum. At center, potential is V naught. When you move away from the center, in this form of 3r square minus small r square, small r gradually increase means V value gradually decrease. So V value gradually decrease. Here exactly it is the surface. At the surface, potential is Vs. Outside the surface, at any point outside, V is inversely proportional to R. In this way, here this point is exactly surface, small r is equal to capital. You will get a graph like this. Here it is parallel to distance axis. They do not intersect because this V becomes 0 only at infinity. That's why up to infinite distance we are right. That's why you draw parallel to this x-axis. That's all. Node point. One more case is also there. Shall I write this one? No, not 8:30. At 9 o'clock, you'll be having chemistry class, not 8:30. You will be having chemistry class at 9 o'clock, not 8:30. 8:30 to 9, we are having break for breakfast. Okay. Third one, electric potential due to uniformly charged ring. Last point, simple point only, uniformly charged ring. First, at center, you see, this is uniformly charged ring, which is given a charge, say Q. The charge given to the ring distributes uniformly along its circumference. At the center, what is the potential? That is the case. You consider the small element here, small element having length here, and the charge dq. Then due to this element at this point, what is the potential? Suppose the radius of the ring is say smaller, capital. Then due to the small element at this point, the potential is dV. dV is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into charge of the element by distance of the center from the element, that is equal to radius of the ring. Therefore, total potential due to all the elements is equal to integral dV, which is equal to total potential at the center V naught, which is equal to integral 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into dq by capital. That is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught r. You can write outside because these are constants. Integral dq. Integral dq means from this point initial charge is here 0, say 0 to when you complete one circle, the total charge becomes q. So that is equal to integral 1 by 4 by epsilon naught into q by r is here r. Therefore, V naught is equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught into q by capital. That means every part of the ring is equidistant from this point. That's why the total charge on the ring can be imagined as a point charge here, and due to this point charge at this point, what is the potential? That's all. ఈ రింగ్ మీద ప్రతి ఎలిమెంట్ కూడా సెంటర్ దగ్గర నుంచి ఈక్విడిస్టెన్స్ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి ఈ రింగ్ యొక్క టోటల్ చార్జ్ ని సెంటర్ దగ్గర నుంచి క్యాపిటల్ డిస్టెన్స్ లో ఒక పాయింట్ చార్జ్ కి ఇమాజిన్ చేస్తే దీని వల్ల పొటెన్షియల్ ఎంత ఇదేగా సింపుల్ సిమిలర్లీ ఓకే నోట్ డౌన్ లాస్ట్ 2-3 minutes. Uday graph not understand. In previous case I drawn a graph like this now. At the center of the non-conducting sphere, the potential is maximum because that is equal to 3 by 2 times the potential on the surface of this non-conducting sphere. That's why that is maximum at the center. Okay, whenever from that point, from the center when you move, as smaller increase, then potential gradually decreases at any point inside the sphere. Potential decreases and it becomes. When you reach the surface of the sphere, the potential decreases to this point. When you come outside, the potential is inversely proportional to R1. I draw like this only. Right? Okay, right. At any point on the axis of the ring, last one. Suppose it is the uniformly charged ring. It is the center. It is the axis of the ring. Charge given to the ring is q and radius capital. At any point on the axis of the ring, at this point we need the potential. That is the way. Here also you see, you divide number of elements. You divide the ring into number of elements. Due to this element, what is the potential defined? Due to this element, what is the potential defined? Every part of the ring or every element of the ring is equidistant from this point. That's why the entire charge can be treated as a point charge here, and due to this point charge, what is the potential at this point we have to find. Therefore, V is equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught into charge q by this distance. Suppose this is at a distance say x, then this is equal to square root of r square plus x square. That's why q by this distance, that means square root of r square plus x square. This is the potential at any point on the axis. If this point lies at the center, you put x equal to 0. When you put x equal to 0, you will get the same formula. Okay. So these are the different cases. Okay. In the next class, I will continue. Okay, Nana. Have a nice day. I am signing it. Have a copy. Have you copied this one? Okay, Anna. I am signing out. Shall I sign out? Keshav Gupta, have you noted or not? Okay, come on, write quickly. Yeah, I will upload in YouTube. Venu. Keshav Gupta completed or not?